It was a typical day at the hotel where I worked at the front desk, but everything changed when Ethan, the new general manager, stepped into the picture. On the surface, he seemed charming, but it did not take long for me to realize he thrived on creating chaos among the staff. He treated employees like pawns in a game, turning friendly faces sour and erasing any sense of teamwork. I decided to stay on and weather the storm, but soon, it became clear that not everyone would survive common decency in this arena. I could not believe how he started firing people left and right to pad his bonuses, leaving those of us who remained with increased workloads and mounting anxiety. The nights became longer, and I often worked alone during busy check-in times because of his ruthless cuts. I watched as my co-workers burned out, while Ethan's unshakable confidence grew with each layoff. Then one chaotic Friday evening, while guests lined up at the front desk like restless soldiers, a thought crossed my mind. This was my breaking point. Ethan had left us high and dry, and I would not stand for it any longer. I began taking notes, documenting his every inappropriate action. I grinned as I prepared my plan. For an hour, I catered to the guests, assuring them that I would fix their issues and that Ethan would address their concerns personally. Then, just before my hour was up, I walked out and let the storm brew. Within moments, the chaos exploded, as restaurant staff struggled to keep the guests calm. And just like that, I vanished without a trace. As the furious guests crowded the lobby, I quietly documented everything from my safe retreat. I compiled evidence of Ethan's unchecked behavior, gathered the statements, and sent it all to the owners. What I did not expect was for it to ignite a firestorm. The following week, I received an email confirming his dismissal. The look on his face when he realized I owned every incriminating detail was priceless. In the end, I kept my job, but more importantly, I reclaimed my peace of mind.